All right. So, hey, listen, it's Toccara Williams, full court press real estate investing. I'm here with one of our students, Charles, owner of MBF Properties. Charles, introduce yourself to the people and let them know who you are and what you do.
Hello, fellow students. My name is Charles Carpenter. I am the president of Move by Faith Properties, doing business as MBF Properties out of Broward County, Florida.
All right. So, Charles, tell them, because a lot of us get into the business and we don't really know what we want to do. We just know we want to make the money. So, what prompted you to get into real estate investing?
I was one of those people that watched all the home improvement shows, the flipping flops, and the I can't think of all the shows now, Property Brothers, stuff like
Yep.
that. And it looked very interesting. Plus, I'm kind of handy with my hands, so I like to get my hands dirty. And it was just something that I felt could be very lucrative for myself and start generational wealth for my family.
Okay, so you just closed on your first property with us, so we're going to get to that a little bit later. But I kind of want you to walk them through the process of you getting into contract. How did you get into contract with your first property?
Okay. It actually, I was lucky enough or blessed enough for it to actually fall in my lap. Had a friend of mine who kind of fell on hard times with a property, and it was about to be foreclosed on, and he needed help. So he came to me because he knew I was trying to get my real estate investment company started. And he came to me. Originally, I was going to flip the house. House was in very bad shape. It had a lot of tax liens on it and county liens on it. So we decided that the best option for me would be to wholesale it instead.
Okay.
And I have a mentor, Jason Williams, who stepped in and helped me with that process.
All right. So take us back to, your vision of actually fixing and flipping it yourself, because a lot of times that's what we all want to do, right? We want to get the property, we want to fix, we want to flip it, renovate it because we get a bigger profit margin. At least
Right.
that's our thought process, right?
Right.
So when you got in the contract, did you have a lender that was gonna give you the money to do the fix and flip with the renovations? How did that work? What was your thought process on that?
I do have a lender. I secured a significant line of credit with them, a few months back. Um, as I got into contract with the property and started going through the process, they let me know pretty much last minute that I needed to have 25% liquid cash showing in my accounts based on what I was going to draw from my line of credit for the property. And at that point, I had to change directions because I didn't have that much cash.
Okay.
That's when we decided to do the wholesale thing.
Okay. So at what were you in contract with to purchase the property from your friend?
The original contract was for 118.
Okay.
And when
118.
right,
And the lender that you were using at the time told you last minute though that you needed to have 25K liquid cash.
right. Well, 25% of
25%, I'm sorry.
so the property was going to be 118, and the estimated rental was 100,000. So my draw would have been 218,
Okay, so
which roughly
218 and you
mhm,
needed 25%.
yeah, which is roughly about $55,000.
Yep. So my calculations, you needed $54,500 to
Right,
make the deal happen,
right.
according to the lender. And
Yes,
yeah, okay. So this is what we're trying to, get people to understand. Like we understand that you want to do the fix and flip because it's a bigger profit spread, but it requires more money out of your pocket up front.
right.
Okay. So,
Exactly.
all right. So when you figured out, man, I got to do something different. And when we brought our coaching program to Jason being your mentor, guiding you through,
Right.
I want you to tell people, if you don't mind, you were, how much money did you put on contract, Charles? Let's what how much did you put down on contract?
How much did I put down?
Yes.
I didn't have to come out of my pocket with anything,
Okay.
except for we ran out of time on the tax lien.
Hmm.
So I did have to come out of my pocket to pay the taxes up front, but I got that back at closing.
Okay.
So I
So
literally had to come out my pocket with nothing.
okay, zero down on the contract. And did you have to fix or renovate that property? Did you have to renovate it to get it to market value?
Not at all. The
Okay.
only thing we had to do was clean up a couple of the county liens. Like they needed grass in the front and they needed to fix the fence fixed and some stains power washed off the front of the house. That was
Yep.
it.
And did our coaching program step in and help you clear those things up?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
Charles, I think the big question that everybody wants to know or is going to want to know, you went in with zero down. You're in our mentorship, you're in our program. And if you don't mind sharing, you closed Friday. How much money did you walk away with from this deal without you touching the property, free and clear? What did you walk away with, if you don't mind sharing?
I don't mind. My company walked away with a $50,000 check.
How you feel about that, Charles?
I feel great and I'm ready to do it again.
Hey, I know that's right for real. So, so zero down. You didn't put any money in. You did have to eventually come up with helping with some upfront costs as far as taxes and some cleanup. But
Right.
all in all, zero down on the contract. And our mentorship helped you walk away with a $50,000 payday.
$50,000 payday. Yep.
For anybody that's struggling with, are they on the fence, or should I do the mentorship, should I not do the mentorship, do you have any words of encouragement for them?
I suggest if this is something that you really, really feel in your heart you want to do, don't be afraid. I've heard this phrase a lot of times before. Get in the game, get in the game. Get off the bench and get in the game.
Yeah, that's it right there, Charles. Hey, listen, we appreciate you. And look, we're looking forward to you closing more deals. And I know with this, you're definitely gonna get to that fix and flip. But if you can make this kind of profit without touching the property, I mean, do you want to fix and flip?
I do. I need to do a couple of more wholesale deals to get my capital up, and then I'm going to do some fix. I just want to experience the fix and flip.
Absolutely.
Um, so yeah, I want to do at least a couple of fix and flips, and mix a little wholesaling in between.
Yep. I'm glad you see the benefit of stacking your capital first and then get into it. So Charles,
Yeah,
look, we appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate you. And hey, let's go make it happen again.
I agree. Thank you. I appreciate you too.